Hey guys, I thought I would say a couple things about some new systems I've built in. And the other day I showed you the gas delivery unit for breathing gas, oxygen. I've now attached that to a mock-up of a parachute harness. I really hate building mock-ups. I'm tired of building stuff that's not going to fly, but got to do it. What we need to do is get a parachute harness, but they're pretty standard. You have the two shoulder straps and they come down to leg straps, but there's no waist strap. Okay, that starts to help figure out exactly where all the different pieces can go. I'm not sure where this will be attached, but basically it needs to be attached to this sort of vest that's underneath, or that's attached here. It'll be attached in a pocket, essentially, so that when you bail out and if you do a parachute, the opening shock doesn't dislodge the breathing gas delivery, right? The backup breathing gas delivery. We don't want that to be dislodged anyway, so it needs to be set inside as sort of a webbing or a vest that we've got like this. Also, there will be a flotation device and a couple other things need to be attached to this vest. So I've started building that. Now let me go over and show you what's going on with the suit itself, because it's going to change pretty significantly, pretty quickly here. Alright, actually let me zoom in. And you can see, if you look at the helmet that you have, you'll see it's got old fittings. It's got old Russian fittings. Well, I've replaced those. I've pulled the old breathing gas delivery hose and hardware and replaced it with my own. This is totally airtight. This one has some plastic in it. It's going to be replaced, but this is the exhale valve. So now when you breathe gas out, it goes out only this fitting. And that's because inside, you can't quite see it, but inside the helmet, there is an oral nasal mask. That is, you breathe gas in. It comes in the oxygen hose, which is attached to your oxygen supply, either ship oxygen or the bailout oxygen. When you breathe it in, it goes right into the mask, which you can't see, but it's connected to those hoses. You breathe it into the mask, the gas goes into your lungs, and when you exhale, it goes outside, out of this exhale valve. And that's because I don't want to pressurize the suit with 100% oxygen. We can pressurize it with something inert, make it less of a fire hazard, and basically this also, if you were to have a blowout of the visor at certain altitudes, having an oral nasal mask on actually gives you a little bit of extra backup. It's a little bit of extra safety in case of a really bad blowout. Here's the major thing though. Because I'm now routing breathing gas in and out of these fittings that go directly to the helmet, we can eliminate this big 2 kilo fitting, this metal fitting, which used to be breathing gas in. It's going to go away. This fitting will stay, but it might be moved down to here. That is, this is cooling hoses in and out, and a communication cable and a temperature probe. So we do need an in and out for various things like that, but I think I'm going to move it down here to away from the chest area. And then this one also is going to go. This whole assembly that has been hanging on here, weighing down, it weighs a few kilos, and it can just entirely go. We don't need it. This used to be breathing gas out. So breathing gas in, breathing gas out, both of those are going to go away. I'm going to pull both of those fittings and seal all of this up with nice non-elastic mesh like you've seen before. The only fittings that we'll actually end up having to retain are down here. And you know these. This is suit pressurization gas in and suit pressurization gas out. So to fly the system, you'll basically be flying, and the balloon suit is going to be pretty much the same thing. I think it really will be just an identical, a prototype and a test flight for your capsule. But basically, to fly, you'll be plugged into suit pressurization gas down here. If you need to dump suit pressure, you turn a valve that's on this leg. This fitting is gone. This fitting will be down here, very small, very lightweight, and this fitting will be gone. And the only other thing that you're plugged into is suit breathing gas supply. So this makes everything a lot simpler. It makes everything a lot lighter, and it's going to make everything much easier to fit into the Caspec seat position, which is going to be better. Those measurements I gave you should be okay for now. But keep in mind, the main thing is when I get there to Copenhagen and get in the capsule, I can guarantee you we will make the suit fit the seat and fit the 55 centimeter diameter hatch. We can do that. I know we can do that. A lot of the bulk, again, a lot of the bulk of this is just because it was such a I was just sort of getting it working, but it's going to be significantly reduced, and we'll make it work. Okay, that was the main thing I wanted to show you is the new breathing gas routing, and pretty soon now the elimination of these big fittings and how very different the suit is going to look and feel before too long. Okay, have a good one. Talk to you later.